everybody, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. It has been a very busy week. We have been doing a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, it's been a lot of rain, so we haven't been able to get everything on film, but we've also been doing a lot of like inside stuff, like unpacking all the boxes. That it's just tedious and not really like film worthy stuff where you're just unpacking your house. But we have been doing some outside projects that we have to work in the rain because Tennessee weather is very different from California weather. I gotta tell you, the weather forecast is like the most non-committal forecast I've ever seen. Like, oh yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and then it's like, it won't rain. So you gotta keep looking at the forecast like every hour because the weather forecast changes. And Audrey left my hat out here in the rain. But yeah, this morning it was like sunny with like some cloud cover. And then it was like, okay, we're working on some projects. I'm taking this hat back to the house. But we're working on some projects. It's like, okay, I gotta run inside and do something in the house. And then I look out the window and it is dumping rain. So it's been an adventure getting used to Tennessee weather. But we've definitely got our list of things that we have to get done because, you know, there's timelines on things and you're trying to arrange pickups with other people for animals. Like today we're gonna go get a new animal. All right, let me put this in the house and then I can show you what we've been working on.
Cindy! Hi, puppy girl! Hi, baby girl! Oh, this sweet girl. Hi, Bendy. Oh, I know, Gideon. You're very jealous whenever I'm petting another animal.
Oh my goodness, you are covered in burrs, sir. You have been doing your land dolphin bit, haven't you? He was perfectly clean and fluffy. Oh, look at your chest. Oh my gosh. Hey, let me see. Sit. Let me see. Let me see. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's oh, thank you. Thank you, Bendy. Well, I'll be attacking him with a brush later to get all that stuff out. Farm dogs, right? Oh man. So, what we've been working on is a new buck pen because today we are picking up a new buck. Ah! Very exciting. But over here is where we've been working on it. We've already kind of showed you guys the start of the project, but now it's finished up. This does still need to kind of be mowed, but you know what? We can put goats in here in the meantime. So, I mean, there's little projects that we still got to work on to make it like all the way what we want it to be. But over here, see, David hung up this beautiful gate yesterday in the pouring rain. David and I were out here getting just dumped on in the rain, but hey, it is what it is. But Nathan and I built this today. This is a kennel that we will be using for nighttime lockup. So basically our current security measures that we're taking for our goats is that they go in these secure kennels at night, and that kind of keeps them safe from predators while our guardian dogs are little. We're still waiting to get a second guardian dog, but right now we've got Bendy, who's over there. She's doing fantastic. She's really attentive. She alerts. She doesn't stay full-time yet with the animals, but she sleeps in the pen with the goats. The goats go into their lockup. She goes into her own separate lockup, and they kind of are semi-together, and she's in the pasture with me whenever I'm working with the goats. So she's doing really great. She hasn't had any issues with the animals. Getting her a partner is really what we need anyway, because livestock guardian dogs really work better in teams. So anyway, Bendy needs a teammate. We're working on that, and then she'll be able to be with the goats a lot more.
Gideon, you know you're not supposed to eat the grass, right? Hi, buddy.
One other project that I have is that in this barn, there is a segment that used to be a chicken coop. It's still, I mean, it is a chicken coop. There's just no chickens in it. but they had a chicken door that led out into this barn stall that was right here. So I actually closed that up, sealed it up so that we don't get goats in the chicken coop, because we would like to use it to put chickens in at some point. And I'm just going to relocate where the chicken door is so they can go outside and they can do the free range thing, but have a coop to go in at night. But it's a good sized coop. It goes all the way to the back of the barn. And it's got roofs back there. It's got roofs up here. It's stinky. It needs to be cleaned out. But I think that it'll be good. It might need a little bit of reinforcing, just a little bit of, you know, rehab work. But I think it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to put the chicken door on this side. Basically, we just don't want the goats to have access into the chicken coop where they can get a hold of the chicken food. You know, a little tweaks that we got to do to it, but we don't have chickens yet, so not a super high priority on getting that done right now. We also have another one of those kennels to be set up in the current goat barn where we have our does with their babies, because right now they've been just locked up in the trailer at night, and David is not super fond of having them in the trailer every night. It's not necessarily at night that's the problem, it's during the day when they're all over it. They're chewing on parts that they shouldn't be chewing on. You know, they're just kind of wearing and tearing on it, which is not ideal. So we would like to get that out of the barn and put another kennel in there so that we have a place for them to be safe, but they're not, you know, wrecking stuff. Hey, Betsy. Hello, beautiful. You're looking good. But see, up here, we did have to move Bindy's kennel a little bit so it had a little bit more rain protection. Mostly just because, like, it wasn't raining on her. The problem was the runoff was making this mud pit. So we backed it up a little bit into the barn where she would have a dry area, gave her a platform. So this is all going to be tweaked here in the coming weeks, days. I mean, it's the weekend coming up, so David and I are going to be able to get a lot of this stuff done because I can't do all of it by myself. Like, I definitely can't move that kennel by myself to get the trailer moved out of here. The goats have been having to adjust to this new weather too. It's funny, they're like, we're California goats. What is this sky water falling on us? So they've been kind of hiding out in the barn the past few days because it's been pretty rainy. But now I'm going to show you guys, I got the rabbits all set up finally. Whew, that took a while. So I finally got our rabbit racks set up. They're all secured. Ha! Obviously it's not really standing on that leg. It's actually screwed into the wood here on the back of the barn. So they're actually really stable. Excuse me, Arthur. I mean, I give that a tug and it doesn't go anywhere. So he's doing great. The ladies, oh geez, Guinevere, I filled that hay rack this morning. A little premature on building the nest, sweetie. So, Guinevere, they were set up down, they were set up down here on these bricks on the ground, so they were not on the ground, but they were down low. And Guinevere was letting me know that she was ready to have babies because she started building a nest, even though she was not pregnant. So I got them set up and I went ahead and put her in with Arthur, and she was very receptive. So she has been bred and Nimue has been bred. So we're actually going to have rabbits here at the end, not the end, but toward late June. So it mostly just took a while to get this done just because I was so, stuff in my hair. Mostly just because I was so busy with all the inside stuff and trying to get just other things dealt with. And the parts for the racks actually ended up getting separated. They were zip tied, they just didn't hold together, so it kind of turned into a giant jigsaw puzzle. But what was fortunate was that I labeled all the pieces before I took these down. So you can see I've got them all labeled. So I was able to just find, you know, coordinating letters and match them up and put them back together. It just was a little time consuming. But That's all set up now. I still have to get this whole feed area set up to be a milking area. I'm waiting on one more thing to get my milk stand ready, and then I can actually start milking my goats again. Because, oh man, I feel like it's such a waste to have these dairy goats and not be pulling in milk with the price of milk right now. It's so crazy. Let's be honest, these baby goats, they are fat. We have never had babies that are on their mom full time for this long, so these babies are chunky. They are doing really well. They're growing like crazy, and yeah, it's probably going to be time to wean them soon because they are, let's see, 10 weeks old, I think. So, and we usually wean between 10 and 12 weeks. So pretty soon we're going to move the boys out, especially to go be a buddy for our new boy. And we'll leave all the girls together here.
See, that's Frankie. Hi, Frankie. Are you a big boy? Yeah. Hi, Jane. That's not your baby. And there's Teddy. Being king of the trailer. Arwen is still little, but her weight is really good. She's just petite like her mom.
All right, kids and I are in the car. We are getting ready to go get our little guy. We are headed out to Hill Valley Farms in the state of Tennessee. They are actually in Andersonville. And we're gonna go see Jenna and pick up our new little guy. So exciting! Yeah. You guys excited?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah? All right, let's go get a buck.
It is time to add to this farm. What does she have in there? Well, couldn't help yourself.
That came with the kennel. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, or no, it was on the side of the road. Or no,
They gave this to me? Well, actually, they kind of did.
they did. It's a goat warming present.
The goat warming present. So, today Amanda went to go get our new buck, or buckling in this case. His name is
Java Chip.
Java Chip.
He got tattooed today, which is why he's got the teal ink everywhere.
And on the way home, she called me and said, "You're gonna be mad." Like, what? Did you wreck the truck? Like, what? Why am I mad? She's like, I also got a weather. This little guy was thrown in to be a friend.
Yes.
We already had a friend for him. In fact, we already
Two
had
of
3
them.
friends for him.
We're not keeping 2 of them.
Yeah. Anyway, so
No,
now we have
you can-
another friend. But we're
We can
excited.
always
He's very
use more
cute.
friends.
Kids have been calling him Whitey, but we're gonna come up with a better name, I think.
The breeders called him Whitey.
Maybe Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Yeah, instead of Mr.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr.
Science.
Brown and Mr. White.
All right, let's introduce them to their new home.
Yep. So we went ahead and put the boys in their nighttime kennel for now, just because it's already getting kind of late in the evening, and I would rather just let them kind of have the night to acclimate, get in here, and then tomorrow we will let them out into the actual paddock here. Oh yes, it was a long trip. Somebody's got a tinkle, but yeah. So they're gonna be living here. Mr. Java is gonna be our new herd sire. It's very exciting.
The Herd King.
Herd King. Because they ended up throwing in this extra weather, it's actually kind of convenient because that means that I can set up kind of a quarantine system for them right now. So I'm going to keep an eye on them, although I'm pretty confident they're really healthy. I saw the condition of all her other goats and they were in great shape. They had glossy coats. They were really in fantastic shape. So I'm really not concerned about their health, but just for safety, we're gonna go ahead and just keep them isolated, just the 2 of them over here for just a little bit. And then after that, we can bring over Teddy as well as our other 2 bucklings who are gonna need to be weaned pretty soon. So now they're gonna have plenty of friends to play with.
Plenty.